Hey everyone, Carlton here. I'm a videographer and I shoot a lot of events. And I currently use the Godox 60 ml. Um, this is the 60 watt, and then I have 30 watt Godox also. So I have 260 and 230. And I decided to buy some new lights because there's a couple of things that has annoyed me about Godox lights. And this has been going on for a while since I bought them actually. So I wanted to get some new lights and I decided to get the Ulanzi lights. So I did some research and these lights are 120 watts RGB and the price was right. I paid about $120 for it, which is very, very affordable. And today we're going to unbox this light and let's take a look at what's inside. All right. First of all, we get our user manual. And these user manuals, just like all the other user manuals, the font is so small that you can't even read it. But that's why we got YouTube, right? YouTubers make videos and then you get to see how to use it. So we have some padding here and let's get the light out. All right. So it's well packaged, so it won't get damaged during transport. And this is the light. So this is definitely bigger than the 60 watt of the Godox. And that's it. There's nothing else in the box. Let's put this to the side. So this light doesn't come with a power plug, and it also uses V-mount batteries. So you have to buy the V-mount batteries, put it on the back if you want to be really portable, and if you want it static, you get the plug. So I ordered the plug. Now let me just say that this is my second one. I bought one to test it out, and I got it, and as soon as I tested it out, I immediately bought another one. So so I used this for one wedding so far, and I'm impressed. First of all, let me say that the output 120 watts is really good. I don't think I need anything more than this. I've been using 60 watts, and for a lot of places 60 watts was enough. But some venues, it's pretty big. The lights are far back in the corners, and it was becoming an issue for some jobs where the light power wasn't enough. So now with the 120, I'm not going to need anything more than this for the purposes that I'm using it for, which is at events, weddings, and other events. I need it to light up the dance floor when I'm doing speeches, special dances, parent dances, and all that. You know, I need a light that can shoot across the room and give me good exposure. So it comes with a protective cover here. And this is a Godox, this is a Bowens mount, which is what all your lights should come with, because this is the Godox version here, and this comes with its own proprietary mount, which is not good, because if you have a Bowens mount, most lights come with Bowens mount, or they have the option of Bowens mount, and so it becomes easy to move something like this, a modifier, from light to light, instead of having a proprietary one like this, and then you can only use it for this light, which is stupid. The only problem with this, I guess the reason why the price is so cheap, you don't get reflector like this. You don't get anything besides the light. So you have to definitely buy everything else. And the power plug costs 35 bucks. And a reflector costs between 20 and 30 bucks, depending on which one you get. Okay? So you got to add another 55 bucks to it. And if you add in any other modifiers, then you can add it up and see if it's worth it. For me, it's definitely worth it, because the output is really good. The quality of the light is good. The quality of the Godox light is also good. No problems there. But let me tell you what else having problems with the Godox light, right? Problem was, first, this here, when you plug this in, look, it's shaking. So when I plug this in and I move the light stand, a lot of times the light will go off and I have to keep pushing it back in and then turning it back on. It was very annoying. And even when I have somebody else use the light, like, hey, can you turn on this light for me? They would have problems because you got to keep pushing this in, making sure it's pushed in. It was a real major annoyance to me. So if you have the power plug like this, the one that goes into the wall, this is pretty secure. This one I didn't have problems with. But anytime I'm using the small one, which is what I use to go portable with, like if I'm moving around the venue, if I'm shooting the cake, I keep a portable light just in case where my light's set up it can't reach. I use the portable light for that. And then it's always problems with this. And that's one problem. Second problem is that the output on the 60 watt sometimes wasn't enough, which is not a fault of Godox. 60 watts is 60 watts. It just wasn't enough sometimes, right? And third problem that's really of annoyance was the app. I find the app to be just terrible because it seems like there's always some update. I don't know what it needs to update so much. It was always getting updated. And then if I move out of the Bluetooth range and come back in, the lights wouldn't automatically reconnect. I'll have to go and reconnect again. This will take precious time that I didn't have. It was just a major annoyance. That's part of the annoyance. And then another thing is that if you look here, you would see that the Bluetooth needs to be on. And I don't know why you need to put the Bluetooth on. Why isn't the Bluetooth on by default? And so that if you ever need to connect, you connect. If you don't connect, you just don't connect. But in this light, you need to turn it on. And if you don't turn it on or something happens, it turns off by itself. Then if you put the light up high, then you got to take it all the way down. Another issue is that when you plug this light in, you have to physically turn it on from the back, right? So you plug it in, it doesn't come on. You have to turn it on and then it comes on. But with this light, when you plug this in, if you leave it on when you turn it off, the light turns on. So you can plug it in and put it up high, turn on the app, and then raise the brightness, which is perfect, which is how things should work. But with this one, yeah, if this unplugs like from the bottom, it has happened to me. So I'm at an event and I have everything plugged in. I have my light up in the air, and next thing you know, maybe the lights are off and I left it on. Maybe somebody unplugged it for whatever reason, or somebody knocked it over, knocked the light out of the socket, right? So if I go now and just plug it back in, I got to take this down, remove it, bring it all the way down to me, and it's 10 feet in the air, right? So I got to bring it down, press this button to turn it back on. It's just really a lot of different small annoyances that I've been dealing with for the past, I think I have this light for the past 2+ years, and I've just been dealing with it, and I finally decided, you know what, let me get some new lights and see. So that's why I bought one of these Ulanzi, and this is the VL-120C. This is RGB also. So the Godox doesn't have RGB. This one has all the different regular light. This has 56, 32, and it also has RGB. And this Godox only has regular 56, 32, and you know, along those range. So I'm like, it's better to have it and not want it than not have it and want it, because I've been experimenting with different lighting and all that, and I would love to have RGB. You know, sometimes I want to do something interesting, sometimes I want to try something different. So that's another plus for the Ulanzi lights. Another thing that's good with the Ulanzi lights, the app is very easy to use, and I'm going to show you just now in a bit. And the plug is a screw-on plug. So when you screw this on, this is not coming out. You see the incident where I had where this was finicky and easily it would turn the lights off. It's not going to happen with the Ulanzi because it's screw-on, which is amazing. And this one is not screw-on, but this one didn't come out easily. It didn't, in all honesty. But that's a big plus for the Ulanzi. Another plus about the Ulanzi, the mount comes with the light, so that is good. So when you want to use this light, you just pull it out your bag, you put it on, you tighten it, you're done. You put on your reflector if you want to, and that's it. And if you're using it portable, you put on your V-mount light here, and that's it. It's pretty easy to use. I think that's it about everything about the light. Oh, one big negative about this Ulanzi light is that, and I'm saying this because this channel is dedicated to teaching people about event videography and tips and tricks and all that. And this channel is not sponsored, so everything you get from me is all honest, and I'm an honest person anyway. But I'm not sponsored, and everything I say is all from my own experience. Okay, so this light, I do love it. I just got it. It's amazing. One big con, the fan noise. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but I'm using this the first light that I bought because I have two of these. I just bought this one. I already bought one a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if you can hear the fan noise. So I'll stay quiet for a second, and I'm a couple of feet away. It's about 6 feet. I'm not sure, but I'm not far from it. As you can see, I'm turning to the light, so you can see. So I don't know if you can hear it, but let me stay quiet for a sec. So yeah, the fan noise is loud, and even when I turn this down to 0, the fan does not come off. And I went into the settings just now, and there's no option to turn the fan off at all. So if you're trying to use this light in close quarters, maybe for like an interview shot, I don't know if this is going to work. Now I think it could work because editing software now, they have noise reduction, and it's really, really good. So I think it could definitely work, but I don't think this will be the tool that I would use if I was shooting like an interview, unless it's pretty far away, and the noise then will be much less. But if you're shooting in a small room and it's in the same room as you, it's going to be an issue. But for me, I'm shooting events. Events are already loud, so this is not going to bother me at all. It's not going to affect me, but it's very noticeable. Let's go over to the light that we already have set up here, and let's see the menu. So let's take a look at the menu of this light. And if you can see right here, it's at 10%. And I don't need anything more than that to light up this small room. And I'm at 56K, and I can adjust the light, and it goes up pretty fast, and I just love that. And then you can see the Bluetooth is on right there, and that's great. Never have to turn it on or off. It's always on, always working. That's exactly how I want it. Take it back down to 10%. You can change the color temperature from 2700K, and we can go all the way up to 65K, which is great. But I'm usually using either 55, 56K, and I use 32 and I also use 43, all depending on, you know, where I am and what's needed. Leave it on 56 right now. And it also has RGB. So let's see if we can get the RGB. As you can see right here, you could adjust the wheel to get different colors. But I'll show you an easier way to adjust the colors. And then if you click the middle, you can then change the saturation between 100%. We can take the saturation all the way down, all the way up. But if you're using RGB, I mean, you want the saturation all the way up, right? And then you could also raise the brightness, right? Raise the brightness. So let's bring it back down to 10, and let's go with, also has effects. So this is the effects. Let me take that off, and we're back to 56. So as you can see, this is very easy to use. If you're trying to control it from the light, it only has 2 buttons, and then it has the scroll wheel and the middle clicking button right there. So this is the off, you see, and then on, comes on and off really fast. And yeah, I'm right next to it, so I think you can hear the fan noise. So let me stay quiet right now. Okay, and then we have the other knob to change the RGB, effects, and then back. Very, very simple, very well designed. I really like it. So it's a win. It's really a win. If this fan noise wasn't there, this would have been the perfect light for every application. And then as you can see, this is the power plug here and screwed in, and this is not coming out. This is, you can't yank this out, which is great. And the V-mount, I'm planning to buy a couple of V-mount batteries. I'm still doing some research to see which one I want, but I'm really going to use these plugged in. So what I want to show you now is the app, Ulanzi Connect. Good. So now, as you can see, we're on 10%, and now we can adjust the temperature. We're on 56K. We could change it. 27K. We can bring it back to 56K, right? See, it's very easy to use. We could change the brightness all the way up to 100% and all the way back down to 10%. So that's good. And now we can also go into the color mode. And now with just a click of a button, we get purple, blue, and another blue, green. And you could also raise the brightness. Let's bring it back down to 10. Now it's green, yellow, red. It's just awesome. And we can just take it back. Let's go back here. Light effects, and boom, and we're back. It's very easy to use. If we go to color, boom, and if we go back and we just touch the wheel, it's gonna take you back to regular color. And then we have effects here, so we can go, okay, and then it has a whole bunch of effects. See? Whole bunch. Very cool, very cool. I'm definitely going to be using some of this stuff. Chase slow, chase mid, chase fast. It's going to cycle through the colors. Lots of effects. When I come out of Bluetooth range and I come back in, this just reconnects. The app just reconnects. I don't have to go and try to reconnect like the Godox. I got to reconnect it again. It was just so much wasted time. Let me show you. Let me open up the Godox app. So it's gonna have to find it. So we gotta wait now. You see all this precious seconds going for it to connect. Okay, now we're done. Took about 5 seconds. Sometimes it would take longer. And then I go in and the light comes on. And then I could reduce the brightness and all that works. And I can get the colors that I want, 32, 43, and right? And it's pretty responsive. Both apps are responsive. But this app, there seems to be always an update. This also has FX also. Has about 7. The other one has a lot more. And so this app was pretty annoying to use. I'm happy I won't have to be using it. I'm gonna keep the lights, but I won't have to use it every day like I do right now. So that's good. So the only other thing to test is so now we're gonna test the brightness of this light, and I'm using an iPhone app, and I have the light and the app camera. The camera is set at exactly 1 meter, 3 feet away, and the light is on 25% right now at 56K, and it's reading 2600 at 25%. And the reason I'm doing this test is because I want to see how much more light. I know it's definitely brighter than the Godox because the Godox is 60 watts and this is 120. I just want to see how much more I'm actually getting. And this is not a scientific test because this is just an iPhone app that's reading the light that's coming into the camera, but it does help me determine how much more I'm getting. All right, so let's now go up to 50%. And at 50%, it's reading 7,500 lux. And let's go up to 75%. And at 75%, it's reading 13,329 lux. And at 100%, it's giving me just over 20,000 lux. And when you read the manual for this light, it says that it goes up to 20,700 lux. So it's pretty accurate. So the app is pretty accurate. And next we're going to test the Godox light and see how much that was giving me at 100%, so we can see how much light I'm actually gaining. And let's do that test right now. So we have the Godox 60 watt buy, and we have it set at 56K at 50%, and 3 feet away, same distance, and we're getting 2,500 lux, almost 2,600 lux. Now we're going to take it all the way up to 100%. At 100%, getting just over 6,000 lux, and that's it. So if you compare this at 100%, 6,000 lux, to the Ulanzi 120, getting 20,000 lux. So the Ulanzi is much brighter than this. I'm getting a lot more light. So when I'm shooting events, I'm shooting weddings, and the light is all the way back in the corner, I'm definitely going to be able to hit the dance floor no matter where I'm at. With this light, sometimes places too big, it wasn't giving me enough light. So it's definitely a win for the Ulanzi. And considering the price point also, right? 120 bucks. Yeah, it's definitely a win. If you like videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Carlton, and I've been shooting videos for over 10 years. I've shot a lot of corporate stuff, a lot of weddings, bar mitzvahs, you name it. I do just about everything. I've done many live streams and all sorts of gigs. So the point of this channel is to help people who are not so familiar with shooting, capturing video. And even people who are, like if you're a professional and you never even heard of the Ulanzi light, this video will definitely help you out, right? You get an idea of how it works and all that. So this is going to be definitely helpful to everyone. But I also have a Facebook group that you could join, and I share a lot of tips and tricks and all that. And moving forward, I'm going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes. I just bought this smart glasses from Meta, and this glasses is going to give me the ability to shoot a lot of POV shots. So when I'm shooting bride prep and when I'm shooting ceremony, I'm going to be shooting some small clips. You just got to turn this on, click of a button, and I'm going to be recording what I'm doing, the settings on my camera and all that. So people who never captured events, they're going to see how it is to shoot a wedding or to shoot any type of event. They're going to get an understanding because you're going to be right there with me, because I'm going to be capturing it and capturing everything on this glasses right here. So I want to do a review on these glasses because, you know, it got the pros and the cons, obviously. And so maybe if you're a shooter, you're going to want to buy it yourself, because, you know, the more we shoot, the more we share what we do, you know, we promote ourselves, we make connections with other people, and that's exactly what we want, right? So that's it for this video. I would see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, please, a lot of effort goes into creating this type of videos. So give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be very much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.